still hear me from here?
Yep.
Okay. So this was written in September 22. Does that mean anything to anybody? No? Okay. If I say Liz Truss, does that mean anything to anybody? Okay. So that's how it is. So I really don't want to complain. Okay. But as I'm out here on this ledge, my shoulders pushed into the brickwork and toes curled away from the edge, I'm feeling, well, kind of vulnerable. Like an old newspaper rushed by the wind, devoid of its fleeting existence, like a butterfly mounted and pinned. See, some things that I used to rely on have been taken away in a hearse. I wasn't in time for the funeral, and if only to make matters worse, I arrived as the cancer came calling. Stood by as it started to feed. I failed in my first diagnosis and then watched it continue to bleed. I slept as the sickness expanded, defiling and staking its claim. It burned through our veins like a bushfire, poison in all but its name. First with the simple delusion, everyone was entitled to win. Then came the global transfusion, and from there, it was quick to begin. The promise of perfect autonomy, the throne in the ivory tower, addiction to status and profile, and believing in no higher power. Success could be measured in lifestyle, and failure is consigned to the trash. The best of our rights could be purchased, principles traded for cash. All objections absorbed and abandoned as trivial and worthless at best, as it built a new nation of zombies, and still I faltered at every test. I allowed it to take full advantage, till at last it convinced me to see that the I was so much more important than the us ever needed to be. But for everyone fat on this sickness, there were thousands rejecting the source. They queued in the streets for infection and then threatened to take it by force. And the virus grew weak and unstable. It began to corrupt its own kind as it begged for a place at the table, too afraid to be falling behind. It evolved and defended its mantra, but was found to be fatally flawed. And as assurance began to unravel, so objection was quickly outlawed. Still, they queued in the streets for infection, not receiving the sickness it brought. Until now, I'm up here on this knife edge and preparing myself to abort. I'm up here observing the carnage that I couldn't pretend to ignore. I'm up here because it's so quiet and there's no one to bang on my door. I'm up here to ask for forgiveness for all that I failed to defend. And I'm up here and waiting with Jesus for this madness to come to an end. So whatever is left of this future, I'm convinced we have nowhere to hide. We've become all a part of the problem, and it's killing us from the inside. Raise your voice, raise your hand, make a difference. Shout aloud what we already know. This alternative is not so attractive if it's spread on the concrete.